Hey, how's it going? I'm Sean with Sprinkler Daddy, and if you're watching this video, chances are that you just requested a quote from us at the Sprinkler Daddy homepage. So if you haven't done that, you should get over sprinklerdaddy.ca and sign up for your free quote. Now that you've signed up for your quote, what I want you to do is get started right away, and I've got a few tips to help you along that process of getting your plan into us here at Sprinkler Daddy. So basically what I want you to do is I want you to go out into your yard with a blank piece of paper, and a clipboard would probably help you out too. And what I want you to do is just look at the outline of your yard, and I want you to sketch the outline. So I'm just going to use this whiteboard here. I'm going to say look at the yard, and it's probably a square yard, and then it goes into the house there. So that's all you start with, is the outline of your front yard. You're looking at the house, and then you start to add things in. So we've got a driveway, and we've got a sidewalk, and we've got some flower beds. We've got our front step, and we've got our house. We've got our fence, and we've got a couple of trees, and we've got maybe a shrub bed. So then you end up with something like that. So you've got everything drawn on just as a rough sketch. This one isn't to scale. And then you want to do the same thing for the backyard. Your house, maybe you've got a deck, maybe you've got a patio, and maybe you've got a garden. So you've got your plan. Just doesn't have to be anything pretty, just draw it out roughly on a piece of paper. And then what I want you to do is you'll just go and you'll start to measure. So you'll measure from here all the way down to here, and then if that's 40 feet, what you're going to do is you're going to write 40 feet from there to there. And then you're going to do that for all of the different measurements so that you know exactly how long everything is. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go back into your workstation, wherever you want to do your design, and you're going to either print out a piece of our graph paper that we've given you to print out, or you can just use a piece of your own graph paper. The important thing is that we need it on graph paper. We don't it's much easier to get the plan done if it's on graph paper. So what you're going to do is you're going to look at your plan and look at your measurements, and you're going to draw it out to scale. So if this length here is 40 feet, what you're going to do is you're going to draw a line on graph paper. If you're doing it to a scale of 1 square equals 4 feet, you're going to draw a line that's 10 squares long. And then if this piece right here is, say, 15 feet, you're going to draw a line that's just less than 4 squares long. And you're going to go from there. Once you get that done, you're going to label everything on there for us, and maybe trace over it. If you've done the first draft in pencil, trace over it in, say, a Sharpie pen or something like that, to get everything, the lines nice and thick, so it comes through on an email or a fax pretty well. Then you're going to label everything on there. So you're going to label the. So you're going to say this is a tree by putting T's in there, and you're going to label this as shrubs. And then you're going to say this is grass, and then this is the house, and then this is the patio, and then this is the garden. So then you're going to have labels all over your design. And then from there, what you're going to do is you're going to mark on where your water outlets are, because we'll need to tap into the water line. So you'll want to say we've got one at the back there, and say we've got one at the side of the house here. So you're going to mark your X's on there, and there. So that's where your water is. And if you're requesting an automatic quote, we'll also need you to measure from one of these, or from the place where you're going to have your valve boxes, which is just below the water tap in most places. You're going to need to get a measurement from there to the place where you want to put the timer, because we need to run a length of wire between the valve boxes and the timer. So just include that in the notes section of your plan when you send it in to us. Other than that, I hope that that hasn't confused it too much. If you have any questions, just send me an email, Sean@sprinklerdaddy.ca, or give me a phone call, area code 306-539-9391. We'll get you my cell phone. So I'm happy to help if you have any questions. But the most important thing is to just follow the directions that we've got below this this video to get your plan in to us, so that we can get you the most accurate design, the most accurate quote, and then we can get it back to you quickly, because obviously you want to get your project started. So we want to make this process as painless as possible, and we hope that that's how it'll go. So get out there and measure up your yard, and we hope to hear from you soon at Sprinkler Daddy.